Yo-ho!
Hello.
Let's fix some bikes.
All right.
Hello mountain bike punters, how are you? Hope you're well, having a good day. I'm here at my favourite bike shop in Squamish, Republic Bicycles, here with Nate, who you may have seen before from my Trek Slash video. We are going to be looking at my bike and seeing just how ruined it is after about, how long have I had it? It's probably about a year. I've probably been riding it for about a year, and I think it's fine. But I bet when we take it apart and start looking at the internals, it's actually gonna be completely ruined. So we're gonna look at the bearings, gears, everything. And we're gonna do the winter service that Republic do. If you're in Squamish, you can come down and buy, link in the description. Bring it in and they'll get your bike ready for winter. And I'm gonna show you just why you should do this on your own bike. Okay, Nate, I think that the bearings in the frame are ruined. We need to look at the bearings in the hub. The brakes are fine. They were just done by SRAM. And see if the chain is worn out. Chain might be worn out. Maybe. I don't think so. Maybe it's just dirty. There's also a bit of metal in the rim.
Shards of something.
Yeah. Oh, listen to it. It's so annoying. Oh, that's been in there for ages. So this week I'm off to Moab. I went last year and I can't wait to go back in this year. Last year I had my Transition Patrol, which is kind of a 6-inch travel bike, long travel, super slack. And it's not the best bike for Moab at all. So this year I'm taking the Smuggler, which is short travel 29er. And I've been sent this brand new, just been released E13 semi-slick tire. I did get this for free. They sent it over for me to try. I'm a big fan of E13 tires. I want to see what this is like. I've never had a semi-slick before. What they say is that it's kind of got this woven Punter protection casing on it. The center knobs are a bit harder than the side knobs, which made it softer. Obviously, when you're going in a straight line, I guess it's going to be faster rolling. But then when you get the bike leaned over, you've got all these aggressive side knobs on the side, which I'm a big fan of on the other tires. Hopefully I won't get a puncture. Hopefully it's going to work out. And we'll see how it goes. How's it looking on the get-go, do you reckon, Nate?
Finding a few things.
Oh yeah? What have we found so far? Because I think this bike's fine. Maybe not.
Your chain is definitely worn.
Oh yeah, well I figured this. How do we test the chain?
All right, well we've got a Park Tool chain checker here, which reads 0.5% and 0.75% elongation. These 1x11 drivetrains, you want to replace your chain at 0.5%, and you are well past 0.75.
Oh, crap. Well, better get a new chain off. Cheap one. Which one's cheaper? Okay, that one. Now, the chain always wears with the rear cassette, right? But how can you tell if this is worn?
We do have a sprocket checker we can grab if you want.
Let's do it.
All right.
So how does it work?
So you lay this section of chain down, add a bit of tension, and if you have trouble putting the last link in, then your sprocket is worn. I think you've got a few here, probably your favorite gears that are...
Oh, the hardest ones. Oh yeah, that's me. What's it steel?
Best thing to do is test it with a new chain. There's something funky going on with your bike.
That was the one thing I was like, it's fine. Oh yeah, microphone's picking it up. Crap. So there's like some weird knocking, but what would cause it? It's in the same place as well, every time.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Something to investigate for sure.
Nate reckons that there's a creak in the frame, which I reckon is from the frame bearings being quadrispaz.
Try pivot bolt as well.
This had a lot of dust miles.
Your headset's feeling quite rough.
Oh no! Just before we chatted on the phone, I was like, Nate, it's like hub bearings, frame bearings, maybe a fork service, and then we'll be fine. As expected, everything else is wrong. My front tyre has been going down a lot on this bike. It was a huge problem even when I hung out with Brian. I think it's pretty obvious what the problem is. So right there, you can see how the rim tape is pulled off and air has been just going in to the rim and not actually being kept in the tyre. So that weird noise in the bottom bracket, trying to get to the bottom of it. What do you reckon?
Putting you on the spot here.
Well, yeah.
I think it just wasn't properly adjusted. Take everything apart, clean it and grease grease it. I think that should do the trick. The bearings feel surprisingly smooth. It could be just a dry interface.
You can see there's like a bit of like,
Yeah.
that's pretty dirty and like off color, isn't it?
Yeah.
But is that just from grease or is that actually from
Lack of grease.
lack of grease?
You still got some there.
Oh look, it's all clean now.
Yeah.
Beauty. Well, that's good news. Side note, we've got Will, and he's just pulled this out of a reverb, and I bet this person is complaining that their reverb doesn't work. Like, that is absolute. What's it supposed to look like?
There.
Oh, that's completely clear. That's disgusting. Look at how much this rim tape's come off. That's why my front tire kept going down. All I had to do was take the tire off. Idiot. This is my favourite part of a bike shop. The parts cleaner. Oh, look at that. Ugh.
This one's environmentally safe.
Oh, that's so Squamish.
Got some like enzymes that sort of loosen up all the grease.
Oh yeah.
And it's warm, it's heated as well, so that helps with
Oh yeah. Gonna let the cassette and the chainring just soak in there. Should make shifting a lot better. As we thought, stuff's not looking good. They're only noisy.
Oh yeah.
Let's assess each one.
At least they're not seized.
Yeah, at least.
When it gets really bad, you just can't move them at all. They're very, very gritty though. Not too bad. So this side I can move, but this side is very hard to move.
Oh god, I can't even move it. That's so bad. And that's gonna affect this, which is gonna affect that. So bad at checking this. Will the discoveries ever end, Nate? I don't think they will. What have we got going on now?
A loose bottom bracket cut.
Oh no. I wonder if that was something to do with the creaking. I mean, yeah, it was. More Nate Gold. There's a difference between bearings when they're out of the bike.
So when the bearing is in the frame, it's held in there by an interference fit, which puts a bit of pressure on the outer race. So a bearing always feels a little bit better when it's out of the frame. So you want to judge the condition of the bearing when it's in there, because that's how it's going to be when it's on the trailer.
So we've just taken the bearings out and we're going to put in the new ones. But we've just noticed that these are the bearings that are in the frame. These are Enduro bearings, which are arguably the best bearings you can get. But they're only ABEC 3 and they're not the Enduro Max bearings that actually come in the replacement kit. So you can see here the differences, like there's X amount. We've taken the cage out and you can see how many bearings in there. Obviously this is toast, this thing. But in the replacement, look, you can see there's so many more bearings and there's no cage. Frame manufacturers actually recommend to use the max bearings for this exact reason. So your suspension works better. So, check the bearings that come in with your frame. Nate has some devastating news. Nate, what have I done? Or not done, as the case may be.
There's a bearing in this rehab body that is just disintegrated.
Oh no.
There's part of it there.
So when I said things felt a little bit rough, I think we found the core. Every mechanic here is just absolutely disgusted with me. Is it fixable?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, Nate, break it to me.
Well, this rehab body here has cracked at one of the pawls.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Right there. compare that to that.
Oh, shit. That's probably why I've been really slow. It's probably at least like 50 watts taken off my pedaling efficiency. So that's good to know I have more excuses in the bag. Let's figure out what to do.
All that's going down.
No way! We've actually got a spare. Oh my God. Well, man of the match so far, mate. Well, that's a little bit lucky, isn't it? Man biking, why do you have to be like this? Oh! Not only that, Punters, but check it out. I've had an upgrade on my points of engagement as well. Now, Nate, you'll have to help me out with the maths there, but there's 4 pulls on there, and there's 6 pulls on there. So that means I should have 50% more points of engagement. That makes sense, doesn't it? No? So I've increased my points of engagement by 50%. Winning. She's all done. Nice work, Nate. That was an heroic effort. So there it is, everyone. We finished. Nate has done an insane job and done a 2-day service in 1 day. Let's recap. The things that I thought I needed doing were the frame bearings and the wheel bearings, and I was like, everything else is fine. Nate found the hub was exploded, all the bearings were really bad, not just like a little bit bad. Needed new outer on the gears, new chain. There is chain suck as well. We just did a little test. I'm willing to live with it. We didn't have time to do the suspension, but Nate's gonna help me out that another time. Thanks, Nate, you've been a hero. And Punters, if you wanna see another video, just up here, and if you haven't already subscribed, then just down here. Thanks very much, everyone. Have a great day.